that since you've been
I never thought of it. I mean, obviously my first year, I was a passer. And I kind of been a passer all my career. Like I came out of high school as the number one wing and trying to get back to that, trying to get back to being super versatile. And Tyler made that emphasis early on in the season. And I didn't understand it. And I really was kind of confused and trying to figure it out. And I'm still figuring it out. But I had patience, obviously, tonight. It came out big. I think bigs have the best passes. So I'm just super excited. And then to add it with a win just feels really good.
when you got the last assist, you put up 10 fingers. Was that related? Did you know in the moment?
Well, somebody came up to me and said I had one more, and then she made it, and I knew somebody was going to get it because I knew they were going to make the shots. So we made a lot of great shots tonight, so I knew it was coming.
And probably, it seems like this whole you have shown different parts of that. You
Yeah.
showed some mid to outside shooting in
Hmm.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
and this game tonight.
Hmm.
How does that feel for you
Yeah.
in the path there?
Yeah, I just want to be unstoppable. I want to be to a point where it's hard to guard because they have to guard the pass. They have to guard the shot. Obviously, didn't knock my shots down and I felt really good during warm-ups, but obviously I didn't knock down tonight, but I didn't let that get down. I think some of the best players in the world, like if their shot is not falling, they try to find other ways to get the team together and stay involved. So I try to find that on the defensive end, guarding Tina. She's obviously a great player. And then being able to rebound and pass is just something I try to emphasize on tonight.
Asia, I was talking to Tina before the game. She was saying that early in her career, Sylvia Fowles would like talk to them.
Yeah.
And tell them.
Yeah, she was talking to me.
I noticed you guys chat.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that? What types of things does she share?
I do. I do. Obviously, the little scuffle that we had, obviously, she had to stick up for her teammate. But she was like, I got to do that. Like, I got to stick up for my team. And I was like, that shit not personal. Like, I love a vet like you. I love a player like you. Obviously, I respect your game. You've done a lot of great things for this game. And obviously, I love guarding her because I can see a lot of the things that I can add to my game. She has that pro, and being able to get to the cup and get that right hook. So it's great having a vet that really wants to talk to you and make sure you want to get better because obviously, when she leaves this game, she wants to leave it in the right way.
Hailey, I asked you to do about playing two guard today. How natural was that for you? I mean, is there a connection between that and the scoring? Just feeling like you're in your natural role.
I actually am not naturally a two anymore. I think I'm more naturally a one at this point. But really the reason that we have tried to do it, just talking with the coaching staff, is they're trying to get me more opportunities off the triple threat catch instead of always having a live dribble. And trying to mix it up where it's like 50-50 instead of 90-10. So really we're just trying, me and Ariel or whatever that other guard tandem may be, we're just playing naturally to mix up who's bringing the ball up on a live dribble and who gets to play out of the triple threat. And obviously I specialize in triple threat, I think, playing out of jabs and my body and my footwork. So I think, that helped me get to spots tonight. And also, obviously Angel was facilitating and found everybody. So, I mean, I made a lot of open shots and that was my job tonight.
Angel, can you easily guys speak to how it was closing out that fourth quarter? And
Yeah.
I know waiting for that.
Yeah, I told them we had that timeout that 12 points can flip easy. And there was 4 minutes left and we know how it feels to be up and then go back down. So staying poised at the right time, obviously, I think talking to Hailey the whole time, like you're a rookie, but your opportunity is a rise. Like you have you step up to the plate and maximize your opportunity. And tonight she maximized that, and she's been ready all year. And just being able to see that and keep her poised, like you never know. Any night with this team, you can get anybody's best night. So I'm just super proud of this team where we are. But it's just the beginning of it.
And then Hailey, speaking of that opportunities, how have you been able to stay ready on the bench and contribute to this team?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've had opportunities that I haven't necessarily been ready for this year, but it is what it is. It's all a journey. And those times that I wasn't ready when I had an opportunity in the games to come in and impact, I watched the film and I learned from it. And I have people on the team like Angel, like Sloot, like Rachel Banham, who are continually talking to me and telling me that when it comes again, we want you to try again. Never lose that edge. And I've been in a good flow state this week, and so I was excited, and I figured if I came out and played well, he might give me some more minutes, and it was feeling good. I was in a flow, so hopefully I can carry it over to next game.
Angel, did you come in with a little extra fire? I mean, you're always a very passionate player, but it just looked like even.
I was hungry. I'm hungry.
A little more.
I'm hungry for a win. Like 2-7, 2-7. Like we played a song before the game. Well, not a song before the game. Coach kind of told us before the game. In the 90s, there was music. All the music was desperate. Men were desperate, and they were desperate, and we were desperate tonight. and we played a song that was desperate in the locker room.
Men
So-
are desperate, right?
In the 90s, they were pretty desperate. They was outside the house with a boombox, and you know, I wasn't alive yet, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were super desperate tonight, 2-7. Like we wanted this one bad, and we knew we could come in here and get that. And after a long trip, it was this hell getting here, as you guys all know. We wanted this bad, and going home with the win feels really good.
Thank you, guys. And she seems to take a lot of pride in specifically mentoring you and Camilla. because
Yeah.
You guys have been such similar positions.
Yeah.
You could talk about what it's meant to have a leader like her on the team and what you kind of learned from her both on and off the court.
Yeah, she's great. It's very hard to get her out of her emotions. Obviously she stays even the whole entire time. And you need a player like that because I'm energy. I'm always going, I'm always loud. And Will just stays the course the whole time. Obviously, she doesn't complain. She doesn't do anything out of her sort. Obviously, she takes her time around the basket, and I watch her too. Like her and Tina, like they have that nice probe. They take their time around the basket and get that nice hook. And I try to look at that with Will in her game. So she's been a great mentor for me and Camilla, and just being able to have that has really helped us.
For sure. It's like this pressure on you of, being a draft pick and like all this outside noise and playing such a key role early on in your career while you're still trying to learn and develop.
Yeah, just staying the course, having great teammates. Sky has done a great job being able to have my back through everything. I love being here. I enjoy it. Obviously, it's been a bumpy road and it hasn't been easy for us, but I want everybody to continue to trust the process. We got to trust the process. Coach Starkey, Bob Starkey, he texted me the other day and was like, "Look at the best players. They always struggle. They always have struggled with a crazy season their first couple of years. Simone, look at Asia, like all the best players. When you're a top draft pick, you get drafted to one of the worst teams. So I'm not saying that we are the worst team, but I'm just saying it's going to be take time for us to get better and be patient. I want the fans to like just be patient with us. Like it's going to take time. We're trying to get better every day and give us some grace."
I think it was the first shot you hit, it was green on the left side, was it the first time?
Mhm.
You kind of got the ball in an awkward position, gathered yourself, got it. Was that a moment where you just felt like, I'm really poised, I really got it going today?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I felt that way when I went to warm up today. Sometimes when you play and you're a player, like you just know when you have that feeling. And I just had that feeling today. I had it yesterday in practice. I actually felt pretty good in my minutes against Atlanta. So, I felt like if I can just carry over a calm like state of mind where I'm literally just playing instinctually, that was my goal today. So I knew I was just going to play off my instincts and I felt good in warm-ups.
Just quickly on Michaela, she had a really nice season. What did you guys see?
Obviously, that's another great player that just never complain. She's the biggest cheerleader on the bench. She always comes in with so much energy. And you always need a player like that. Like Michaela's our glue. Like she always comes in, she plays hard in practice, every drill, every opportunity. She always comes in and maximizes it. Even if she doesn't have a great game scoring, she always comes in and defends. She comes in, she never complains. She's just a great teammate, and that's somebody you always want to have. Like she's like our sixth man, the sixth man that comes in and just always is there for us. And I really love that from Michaela because obviously, no, she was rookie of the year. She came in and great, and obviously things have just been up and down for her, but she's never put her head down. She's always put her head down and worked and just maximized everything. So I'm super proud of her.
So this is for like all the girls who look up to you both. And I was just wondering, obviously it's been a tough start to the season. You both faced a lot of pressure. What are mental tools that you both use that help you stay focused on basketball?
Yeah, for me, I think I pray a lot. I kind of just try to pray and stay the course. I trust God. I don't think He would give me anything that I couldn't handle. I always say, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." And I think that as long as I continue to stay the course and trust the process, I know things are going to work out. Not at my speed, but at God's speed. So I just take my time and do that.
We got time for 2 ones, folks.
Yeah, no, along with what Angel said, like faith is huge. I think believing in something greater than yourself or believing in connection to things outside of basketball, is huge. And at the end of the day, like no matter the battle, the hardship I face on the court, at the end of the day, like I serve a good God. And so I take comfort in that. So, yeah, faith for me is huge, but if it's not faith for other people, just connect spirituality, enjoy things outside of what you specialize in.
Sorry, Peter asked us over the best moment of your rookie season.
Oh, oh, yeah. It was fun. Obviously, winning. Anytime we win, I think even when we played Dallas, like getting wins is the best feeling. So I wouldn't say that I feel like this win was better than any other win. But obviously, I'm happy with my performance.
We've got time for a couple on Zoom. Carly and then Steven, please. One apiece, please.
Hi, players. There was a timeout that Marsh called around the 7:30 mark in the first quarter after Connecticut got out to a run. And then shortly after that, you guys just came out incredibly poised the rest of the game. What was said in that first quarter timeout that helped you guys lock in?
I don't remember, I ain't gonna lie.
Honestly, we just weren't executing anything. We weren't executing the looks that we wanted. We were missing our bigs wide open in the paint on the pick and roll. We weren't executing our coverages on defense. So the coaches just reminded us that at the end of the day, like we were beating ourselves in that moment. We weren't doing what we had prepared the game plan to do. And they didn't scream at us. It's just a fact. So they just told us the facts, and it was up to us to make an adjustment.
We'll close out with Steven. Please unmute.
Hey, one quick one for Angel. So, we talked about the playmaking a whole lot this season and last season. I felt like the spacing for your bigs and how y'all kind of respaced off of each other with your touches was impactful. Can you just talk about what's kind of gone into that process and how you've seen it play out for you all?
Yeah, obviously it's not easy. Kind of transitioning back to being super versatile, being that stretch four position. I worked on a lot in the offseason. Obviously, it unrivaled. Being able to get the rebound and go coast to coast and make some plays. Obviously, I think I've struggled in the last couple games with turning the ball over a lot. And tonight I tried to not turn the ball over as much and make the right pass and not try to always make the fancy pass, but make the easier pass. And I think tonight my teammates just made shots. They made a lot of great shots. It made it super easy for all of us. So I'm just super happy where we are as a team right now and just giving ourselves grace and giving it patience with Tyler and the rest of the coaching staff has just been good for us.